Let me ask you this. What if the key to feeling better, mentally and physically, wasn't some expensive fix or trendy gimmick, but just some small, simple changes that actually work? I am by no means a doctor. I'm not giving you medical advice. This is just me wanting to come onto this platform and create a space for people where, you can ask questions, you can reach out. Maybe you're just getting started. Maybe you're a beginner. Maybe you're a little scared. Maybe you're a little nervous. Okay, well, hey, you can feel safe over here, all right? We're going to take care of you. Now, I want to start this video off with a little bit of background, okay? I've been around health and fitness almost my whole life. I've worked in gyms. I've managed gyms, okay? I remember working in a gym as a manager, having 25 idiots working under you and just dealing with a bunch of kids and going through all that stress. I mean, I've been in the clubs. I've trained with some incredibly fit people. I've tried a lot of things, okay? Jiu-jitsu, kickboxing, military workouts, CrossFit, marathon running. I mean, you name it. I've been all over the place. Now, when I say marathon running, I mean marathon running groups, not actually completing marathons, okay? But I do recall being in military school. We used to wake up at 4:45 in the morning, and I was in that marathon group. We used to go run 12 miles, not even break a sweat. I've seen myself at the highest levels, but I've also seen myself at the lowest lows. And right now, as I'm getting older, I'm thinking about getting married, growing old, starting a family, and it's really hitting me how important it is to just take care of your health now and not later. I've struggled with depression, and seriously, nothing will flip that switch like getting in shape. I've done it before. I know how it is. And if you're out there looking for answers, trying to find some motivation, trying to just find out where to get started, please ask questions, open up. I want to hear about it. When you go to that gym and you see those people, there's a reason why people love going, okay? There's a reason why people are addicted to the grind. You get a certain dopamine hit when you're in there, feel good, you feel strong, you're seeing your progress. It can be addicting, but in a good way. And when it comes to a diet, doesn't matter what diet you pick, all diets will work if you just stay consistent. None of them are going to work. I don't care what you're doing. It's not going to work if you can't chain together a streak of days where you are hitting those goals. At the end of the day, if you're trying to lose weight, you need to have a consistent calorie deficit over a prolonged period of time, and you will see the weight come off. Something that you might want to consider is tracking your daily calorie burn. What's the easiest way to do that? Get a smartwatch. Go buy a Fitbit. Okay? Figure it out. You need to figure out what you're burning every day. What's your daily energy expenditure? I went out, I got myself a watch. I know now that I'm burning about 2,600 calories a day. From the time I wake up to the time I go to bed. That's what I'm doing. Now, if I add exercise into that, my deficit is going to grow because right now I'm trying to eat 2,000 calories a day. If I'm burning 25, I'm consuming 2,000, it's a 500 calorie deficit. If I go hit the gym that day, maybe I'll burn 3,000 calories that day. Okay, well now it's a 1,000 calorie deficit. It is all about energy in versus energy out. That's all it is. It's simple math. And a lot of you already know this. If you're going in, don't look at just the day, look at your entire week. If you are burning 2,500 calories a day, then in 7 days, 1 week, that's 17,500 calories, okay? Now let's say you're eating 3,000 calories a day. Okay, well you're cooked. That's 21,000 calories a week, but you're only burning 17,500. If you could just have an idea of what you burn every day, you match that with what you consume, and you have the answer to your question. If that means you need to start reading labels, start counting calories, then so be it. Having the knowledge of what's going in your body and how much calories, what's your energy expenditure, this is all critical information if you're trying to change your body composition. You need to know this stuff. And it's not just about the food you're eating every day. You got to think about hydration as well. I'm going to aim to drink a gallon of water a day. But just in general, you need to hit at least 2 liters a day at the very least. Don't be walking around here dry. Drink your water. And it's not just the actual water, but the electrolytes, okay? Think salt, potassium, magnesium. All of these are going to help your body function properly, especially if you're sweating. If you're losing electrolytes, they need to be replaced, okay? If you're feeling foggy, you're just not all there in the head, you probably need some electrolytes. You're going to feel a lot better. You're going to have a much clearer head. So consider that. Now, going back into food, okay, let's look at my latest Costco haul. It was just ground beef, chicken thighs, eggs, sardines, and some stuff I use to make smoothies. Make your meal plan simple. Don't overdo it. Make this simple so it's repeatable, so that you can handle it, so it's sustainable, so it stays consistent. If that means you're eating roughly the same things every week, maybe every 2 weeks, you have a little variation, then so be it. You don't need to open a cookbook and cook a new thing every day. Find something you enjoy eating. Make sure the macros fit your goals and start repeating that. You need to create this environment if you want to get the results. You don't need to eat bland chicken and broccoli every day. You can make delicious, healthy meals that fit your goals. If you love soda, drink some diet soda, okay? What are you doing? If you love pizza, get a 0-carb tortilla, put some tomato sauce on there, throw some cheese, throw some pepperonis. Put it in your freaking air fryer. If you don't have an air fryer, put it in the freaking oven. You can have a whole little pizza that's sub 200 calories, okay? Eat 2 of them at that point. That's 400 calories. You're eating pizza. You want to talk about your calorie goals? You're going to Domino's. You're going to eat 2, 3, 4 slices, okay? Each slice is 450 calories. I mean, you want to talk about violating your calorie goals? That's one way to do it. Some of you, this is a typical day. Wake up, have a coffee, drive to work, stop at McDonald's, get some breakfast, go to work throughout the day a little bit, 12, 1 o'clock, lunch break, go hit Chipotle, do something, maybe you brought something from home, lunch break, okay? Get off work, drive home, stop at the gas station, grab a Red Bull, grab a freaking Snickers bar, just, drive home, eat that, drink that, get home. You're waiting for dinner that night. Maybe you go out for pizza. Maybe your spouse is cooking food. You're having dinner. And then later that night before bed, maybe some dessert, some ice cream, a freaking cookie, whatever. And then you go to bed and you're wondering why you're not seeing any results. Are you kidding me? If that's how you're eating, you're cooked. There ain't no way you're hitting your calorie goals. You cannot eat like that unless you are an athlete that is burning 5 to 10,000 calories a day. Okay. You might think, oh, I'm gonna go to breakfast. I'm gonna get a couple sausage McMuffins, a hash brown, and some orange juice. Okay, just a little breakfast for you. Okay, buddy, that's like 1,200 calories right there. That's one meal. What about your lunch? What about your dinner? Next thing you know, you're at 3,600 calories, maybe 4,000 calories on the day, when you know damn well you need to be at a more like 2,000, okay? But you're doubling that. And you're just, some days you eat a little bit more, some days you eat a little bit less, but you're fluctuating and you are violently over your calorie budget almost on a daily basis. And you have no idea because you're not paying attention. You're not looking at labels. You're not doing math. You're not adding things up. So if you want to make some small, simple changes, let's try this. Let's hit our daily water goal. Let's start looking at nutrition labels. Let's start adding up and get a running count of what we're consuming each day. Let's get a baseline. Let's see where we're at. And then let's make adjustments from there. Let's find recipes that are delicious, but also fitting into our goals, not putting us in a position to go way over, okay? And that's easier said than done. You're gonna have to do research. You're gonna have to get online. You're gonna have to try things out. You're gonna try things and they don't taste that good. And then you try something else and you really like it. It's a lot of trial and error. That's why we have a space here. Ask some questions. Talk to your friends. Talk to people. You need to figure this out because This is important to you. This is something that you want to do. So we got to take it seriously. There's no more half-assing this. There's no more winging it. Oh, I'll do that later. No, it has to start now. Go to sleep tonight, wake up tomorrow, and lock in. Do some math. Add some things up. See where you're at. Figure out your daily energy expenditure. And let's go from there. Once we have the information, we have the answer to our problem. Just a couple small little tweaks. It's just a couple small changes. Figure out what we're burning, figure out what we're consuming. Then we pair that with proper hydration, and then we gotta stay consistent, all right? Keep it simple. Do not stress yourself out. We're gonna build a chain of consistency, and that's all you have to do. Set it and forget it. Dial up this plan and just keep it running. The results will speak for themselves. You just do what you gotta do each day, and as those days count up, you're gonna see the results. If you know your numbers are dialed in and you wake up every day and you make sure you hit those goals, then the only thing between you and where you wanna be is time. Keep it consistent, and every day you're that much closer to your goal. I'm gonna cut it right there. That's all for today. Please reach out. I'd be happy to share what's worked for me. I've been around the block. This is not my first rodeo, and I would love to help anyone out who might be beginning or they're just struggling and you just need a little bit of help. I'm all for it. Please let me know. I'm gonna end the video there. Peace out.